Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Infocom 2017. We're here with Chris Riegel on the NEC Display Solutions stand. That's number 1600. Chris, welcome.
Thank you.
Chris Riegel needs no introduction. CEO of Scala, CEO of STRATACACHE, CEO of lots of other companies you've acquired along the way.
Correct.
Have I missed a few, I guess?
There's 11 in the family altogether,
11
and various
in the family.
titles that I take depending on the...
So it's the mafioso boss of the whole lot.
You could call me Godfather. I would be okay with that.
Yeah, that's good. Have you had a good show so far?
Very good. Definitely an uptick in corporate customers. Versus
So you're here with Scala today.
Yes,
It's
we have
a
the
Scala
Scala booth. It's, because of the dealer nature of the show and that integrator nature of the show, Scala had not been at the show for several years.
Right.
I thought that was kind of a tactical mistake, and it was important to show the strength of Scala and show the strength of commitment to that AV dealer and integrator space by making an appearance. We had a Scala partner dinner. We've had a number of kind of partner events, and it's just a great opportunity where lots of Scala partners from Latin America, Central America come up. Partners from that AV integration business are all here.
Okay. So we heard rumors as well that you've bought quite a big stand for DSE next year.
We do.
Umbrella type thing.
At DSE, we've worked with show management. I think they had a very good dialogue around building both the Scala brand and then having the Scala kind of partner village right next to the Scala booth.
Okay.
So
the Scala village would have your partners?
The partners, yes. I think we try to continue to build value in that partner channel.
Yeah.
And in an environment where you can say you can be right near the front of the show with a partner that might normally be well in the back. Yeah. It's adding value by leveraging our strength, leveraging our investment to try to help those partners be more successful.
Okay, that's quite cool. And then NRF, of course, where we were with you last, you've moved from downstairs to upstairs, is that right?
We've moved from the kids' table to the adult table, as it were. I think that we've done NRF now for 15, 16 years.
Yeah. With STRATACACHE.
With STRATACACHE.
Yeah.
It's a big show, it's a complex show in that retail environment. It's an expensive show, but that is truly where retailers gather. And with the global war that's going on between online retail and place-based retail, we're helping equip some of the best retail brands in the world to fight Jeff Bezos and make retail relevant again.
Have you had a chance to walk around the show at all?
I have, yes.
Seen anything exciting?
Is
it the same old stuff?
It's mostly the same old stuff. It's the challenge of when you're in the industry and you see 10, 12, 15 trade shows a year. Right. You don't see a whole lot of new things. The breakfast guys from Brooklyn with the little magnetic flip things are somewhat novel and interesting.
Yeah, we saw that. I think we saw that at CES, but it's quite fun.
Yeah. So you see little things like that. Are there any game changers here? Nothing I've seen. It's the incrementalism of brighter, cheaper, faster, all the normal things.
Would you typically prefer an Infocom in Florida or Las Vegas? You'll be doing the show again next year, I guess. You've got no choice of where it's put, but...
Yeah, I always prefer East Coast. In the US, the density of customers from Chicago East is probably 75% of corporate. Right. And Las Vegas always has a bit of a stigma where it's an extra 2 days of travel. Right. And a lot of corporates, if I'm coming from New York, I could leave New York the morning of this show, come in, do a day at the show, do the next day, fly back that night, and only lose 2 days worth of work. Vegas is always a 4-day, 5-day event. So it's much more convenient by being on East Coast and within that short time. Okay.
Now, most of our readers will know that you've been on the acquisition trail recently. How are they doing? You bought Scala was the transaction you did late last year, but you've done Real Digital Media this year.
Correct.
How are they bedding into your stable of companies now?
So we identify 33 different markets within digital signage as a whole. What we're doing is verticalizing those markets. So we have divisions like our Carmana division that focuses just on global lottery business. Okay. With an RDM as an example, we're focusing RDM in kind of 3 key markets. The ability to go deep and to help a customer in that environment with a turnkey solution that has deeper applications that are relevant to their market.
So that'd be something like QSR for Real Digital Media.
Well, actually, in the QSR, that's typically more of a STRATACACHE marketplace. Okay. With the Real Digital Media, hospitality, education is 2 of the focus markets. Right. There's some really good depth there, and I think that this is not a one-size-all-fits market. It's very much a add value in specific verticals and get deep in those verticals. So we have verticals that STRATACACHE focuses on, Scala focuses on, RDM focuses on, Carmana or others, where we can add as much potential value and really get super deep in those markets. They'll always be the general overall layer of digital signage, but I think success really is about getting deep.
Is Scala the jack of all trades in that sort of group that you have, or?
Scala is a great kind of utility platform and can do many, many different things. But I'll use the example of Scala has some very good customers in lottery. Our Carmana team also is specifically lottery faced. So the ability to go into a lottery environment and say, hey, I have this Scala platform, I can tie it with what Carmana does for LED identification or jackpot terminal integration. There's some good synergies. And with what we've built in STRATACACHE, the sum of the whole is greater than the value of the parts. So we continue to get these great global synergies around it.
Okay. How's the PRN acquisition doing that you made from Verifone Media?
PRN, I think
they bought Lift.
Yes. So Lift is great. We are spending a lot of money to both refresh the technology in it and then expand it. C-Store is one of 3 globally scalable markets that we're pursuing. You'll see us announce 2 more acquisitions in another specialty market as well as 1 more in the C-Store market.
From PRN?
From PRN, within the next quarter.
Okay.
So we look for these globally scalable markets where with no, not to say it too simply, but a C-Store in Mexico or Chicago or Tokyo are similar in their intent in most cases and their use, similar margins, similar problems, similar opportunities. That's one of those globally scalable markets that's very interesting to us.
What have you got to look forward to for the rest of the year then? It's June now. Do you ever take a break?
No. I think the great governor of Minnesota in the Predator movie said it best, I ain't got time to bleed. And anytime I can quote Jesse the Body Ventura in an interview, I'm always happy. This year we have $600 million in revenue in focus. We had always stated that we wanted to get to $1 billion by 2020. I think we have a real shot at $1 billion by 2018.
Okay.
So it's an environment of 80, 90, 100-hour weeks, but we're seeing the result and we're growing and accelerating into that growth. I think you're also going to see this year a number of small to medium-sized players fall out of the marketplace, and you're seeing also some big guys jump in. So as I was telling our people, you see the display guys on the low end, then you're seeing Adobe turn their ships into the wind at the high end. Great, let's have that battle, let's fight that fight. But the market is certainly growing. I have 2 projects now that we're involved in that are each north of 250,000 players. So we're seeing these real, very, very scalable projects, one being a particular country, one being a brand within a continent. But digital is really starting to activate at tremendous scale. It doesn't take a whole lot of those projects to be able to get to the financial results that we're trying to get to.
Have you got any new hires coming up soon?
We've had some good, I'd say, opportunity to acquire people leaving or departing other areas of the industry. You'll see us start to grow in consulting services and professional services. As Accenture, IBM X, Bain, Boston Consulting are starting to focus more on this industry with Adobe, we're putting more focus there to be able to counterpunch. But you'll see some additional new hires in the next several weeks that I think will be interesting.
Good. Chris, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, sir.